All the judging that ever takes place is always behind closed doors, right? And the problem is that people never understand the reasoning of why something is chosen, and that's the biggest thing we're trying to change. We're trying to teach people about why did this thing win or why didn't it win. So
one of the things that I said to Ignacio was that, hey, I would do it on one condition, which is to get rid of all the categories. Yeah. I personally would like to find something through this award show that I would not have seen from other award shows.
What we're trying to do is be a beacon, be the guys with the machete cutting down through the jungle so that people know where to go.
And once a time we start to see the awards and the 50 entries, you start to define what is the tomorrow factor, what's the trend for the next year, for the next day, for a client, for a customer.
The thing that came down to it when we first got together in the room was we really didn't know how this was going to go, how we're going to judge it, what are the real parameters, because this is like, most of us have done a lot of judging in other shows, and it's fundamentally really, really different. What's cool about this and why this taping is interesting is at least people can see the thinking and the debate that goes on about the work in the industry.
What can define the Tomorrow Awards is just having this extra use, this value, where it's not about campaigns that a lot of money is put on them and then they're thrown away. Fit Eco-Driver's got a real value. The more it's invested in, the better it'll get, and the more people will get out of it.
We were looking for that germ of an idea, right? I mean, it wasn't what's the biggest idea, it wasn't what's the most beautiful craft. It was really what is the thing that hasn't been done before? And we had pieces we loved. We loved the ideas of, and we had to put them down and say, God, it was beautiful. It was a great advertising idea. It's not the Tomorrow Awards. It'll be judged in another show.
The good work, the great work, the insightful work, the intuitive work, the authentic work is the work that really touches their hearts. And I think what we try to do today is capture that work.
Kind of square repeated thing with lots of people doing, is being used a lot. So what is the point here? What makes this really special? Is it the fact that you use technology like Skype to direct it? Is that special enough?
Two things. One, the end result, just as a piece of craft, I think is great. And then the second part is the way it was produced. I totally agree with you. The fact that it was just sourced video, all synced.
And the way it was made was that the director who's actually in the video was using Skype or some kind of video conferencing technique on the computer to create that content and to generate footage for the video.
Hell bent on our destruction. They threaten everything. We need to strike now.
When something comes out of nowhere at you, will you be ready? Do you have what it takes to be a shooter, to immediately jump into the mentality?
Like the Killzone, it's a different approach for rich media, and you have a game for mobile one, you have a video one for independent house, and the directors. I think we have in my opinion, totally.
With this award show, we made sure that the lines are blurred. So not only did we get rid of the categories of the work, but also we got rid of the categories of the judges, and that was the right thing to do. And that I'm glad that we made that decision, and I hope to see that continue in the future.
Yeah.
3,000 people submitted audition videos on YouTube.
That's a lot of
3,000 people.
contributors. Yeah. Okay, it's an app. Better be a really great app. And it's not that great of an app. I mean, it's just a billion drinks. I mean, to compare that to the, how hetero thing, where it automatically does stuff. At this things, I feel like, okay, there's another list of 500 drinks.
And the platform is amazing. The idea is just to put this platform inside applications. I think it's not enough for Tomorrow Fact. I love the idea, I love the planning, all those years, but I don't think this is a good message.
I think this has a lot of future potential, but I don't think that yet
Yeah.
doing the thing that
I hadn't seen it when I saw it on Rafiq's phone, and the fact that he was pulling drinks from, Twitter feeds and those kind of things.
Yeah.
But I thought those little things, when I saw it, was like, wow, this is kind of delightful. It's useful and delightful. Which one?
No, Phillips was the one who.
Oh, Philips wasn't?
No, yeah.
Well, we said Philips was brilliant, but it's not like.
No, I agree with the
Yeah.
point.
Real Racing GTI.
They announced this vehicle on an existing app, right? An existing game.
Yeah.
Because I know the conversion rate was huge, and 50% of people that actually bought this car weren't VW drivers before.
One thing I love this idea. I have the game on my phone, and if you're passionate about speed and the GTI, and you're gonna download and play all the time.
For me, the moralness for this is very high,
Yeah.
just because it's almost the sacrifices you make. If that just existed alongside like a campaign, whatever, that's a different story than like, no, let's literally take our marketing budget and
Put it
do
in there.
this.
Yeah.
To me, that's like the best part of this thing.
Yeah.
The blogger outreach, we just reached out to the top 10 bloggers. Everybody does. It's not like new. That is what you do. That's the new way you use media in many instances.
It's insightful, they're nice sort of 80s icons, things like that, beautifully made. Actually, the technology to make that is
It's very new.
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's well executed sort of PR outreach.
I love the simplicity of it. I love the sort of the honesty of it. But at the same time, like when I looked at the spot, for some reason it didn't feel authentic.
Why I like that is it because it's like a product demo that is also really attractive, you know? And I thought the quality of it, and it showed you how to use the product. I love all these new tools that are coming out online, like Skype or whatever, and you learn them through the films, and then you can sort of, these methods are just getting better and better.
Yeah, it's true that maybe you can tell stories through search, but what was done in the final spots kind of felt manufactured a little bit.
The Metro. Yeah, I love this one because it's a real blog. People are blogging news.
Yeah, but for that one moment, but then when that program's over,
That's what I thought.
the newspaper goes back to newspaper, it's printing the news every day, and
I think the fact they did it as a one-off stunt for April Fool's Day completely let it down.
Yeah, it shouldn't
Because it
be on
obviously-
April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
It shows that people want to write, and actually you could get some good ideas, and they should dedicate a page or two every time.
But in this case, it actually worked, and people cared about it.
We have 6.
No, we have the music video, Killzone 2, web game, Fiat, EcoDrive, VW Racing, Real Racing GTI, and YouTube Symphony. That'll be 5.
yeah, it was so easy. I'm surprised. What's wrong with you guys?
And I love the fact that we had 500 judges who spent an enormous amount of time filtering out the work for us. So I thank you all very much. You made our lives very easy.